Hello, my name is Zhatelier and welcome back for another episode of Last Kingdom in Aurora 4X, and once again we've gone ahead quite a bit of time, so this time I'm serious. I'm not gonna have to start making these every other day. Or, well, there might be 2 episodes back to back right now, or like on follow-up days, just so that I can then line up this series with the Supreme Ultimate series so that it's alternating days. So at least every day we'll have one video, but because I'll probably spend about somewhere between 24 and 30 hours between this time, or in this time skip, because we have now gotten the planet that the enemies had in Sussex, and we captured a fair bit of things. Actually, technically speaking, we did have a bit more research facilities in here. We had 2.85. Meaning that the .15 were probably lost in transport ships that we sank or destroyed earlier. So I just decided to go into Space Master mode and round it down to 2. Although that does mean that there's a lot of available workers in here, and the currently subjugated, we did take several years to get the required troops in here. Or at least a few years to get the required troops for them to surrender, because I don't know, I think the surrender threshold is a bit too high. Like, there weren't any enemy troops there, and as soon as they surrender, then the policing strength compared to the resistance skyrocketed. Oh, like, we had to have basically police strength of 760 or something like that. Or maybe even more than that, but yeah. We had a massive amount of that. We still have plenty in the other one here. Although it doesn't show because there's no people in there. But yeah, it's way too big, because as soon as they surrender, then you need just a fraction of the armies in there after that. Which I suppose kinda makes sense, but at the same time, like, it's not balanced, in my opinion. Right, but anyway, we captured that. We've now gotten 110,000 tons of troops orbiting the enemy planet here. So what I'm gonna do is, we are gonna take the Royal Troop 1 and unload all ground units, and the second one will unload all ground units. The hold on, it's down here. The Congo over here, we have 60,000 tons of troops in this one, and the others have 25 each. Once the others are started to unload a bit further, we will then we'll drop the troops. But before we do that, we should probably set up the... Oh, actually, I don't think we can set it up while they're in the ships. I mean, technically we can, it's just not going to be useful yet. They don't have the field positions in here. So we'll need to wait until they are actually on the planet. We will be providing some orbital support with the Diamond Task Force here, which has the more or less the same ship still. I mean, the expendables have been replaced, and we did destroy all of the orbital or surface-to-orbit weapons with orbital bombardment. It did cause up a little bit of dust in the atmosphere, but that's already settled in the time that it took us getting all the troops in Sussex to get the planet. So yeah, it's not too bad. We destroyed maybe about 100 of total installations, and then yeah, we used a lot of MSB. After a certain point, once we did our second or third, I think it was the second run, once we got in here and started bombarding the planet, for some reason the STOs decided not to shoot anymore. Not entirely sure what was wrong with that. I mean, we did have quite a bit of the STOs destroyed already. So I don't know. But now we are ready to start doing this. So actually, I wonder, how long does it take to unload the troops? Let's take a 5-second increment. So we're now providing orbital bombardment support already, and that should... Oh, it's going to take almost a day. Okay, well, let's... Oh, and it's not going to be at the same time either. Okay. What we're going to do is we are going to get to... like 3.5 hours in, so another 20 minutes. Actually, we're going to go for 40 minutes. Now we'll land the troops with the Congo. So, orbital drop, all ground units. just so that they'll be there quickly. There we go, and nope, that's not the one that I need. Ground units, we'll need to reorganize the troops now. So we are over here. You probably need to be in rear echelon. And then we got some infantry regiments in here. We'll probably put these in... Hold on, then we got the supply regiment. This needs to be in rear echelon as well. The division probably needs to be in rear echelon. The infantry regiments will be on defensive position here, and then these will probably be on frontline attack from the beginning. Now, technically the vehicle should be pretty good against the enemies. I mean, again, we don't know what they have. We've only seen very limited amount of their troops, quite frankly. But if they... Ooh, and then we got... You know what? You're going to be used for reinforcements. And the same for you. Just so that we can even out the potential... Oh, right, and orbital support. Hold on, you got fire direction squad. Do you have fire direction squad? No, the mechanized don't. I'm going to give a Hornet to that one and that one. We've got a Porcupine, which is a point defense ship, but it can fire a lot of weaponry down. We've got the 2 other brigades still landing. How much does this have? 60,000. Can have at least 1 more brigade under it without a problem. But not, yeah, not all of it, but yeah, we can put one of these still under there. Right, well, we got those landed. Let's take another 5 minutes. Okay, so that troopship has landed troops. I'm going to send you back to Crocea Moors, and I did bring in, oh yes, we did bring in some troops here. We get the mechanized regiments, then go back to Diamond, and unload all ground units. Assuming that, well, it's going to take 60 days, but assuming that nothing goes terribly wrong in this combat, then those reinforcements should be pretty good. If they do, then we'll need to just gather up the troops first, or get another set of 110,000 or something like that. Right, so that is landing. The other one is still taking another 25 minutes. Let's take a 20-minute increment. And 5 minutes, and another 5 minutes. There we go, Royal Troop 2 has completed orders. Now, what I think I'm going to give you orders to is go to Crocea Moors, and then I'm going to send you all the way to Barracuda. And refuel from there, and then I'll have you bring in a bit more troops, because I'm sure that we will need a lot more. But if we can destroy the enemy troops in here right now, I mean, it's possible. Although, well, we'll see. So we got all the troops land. Oh, right, now let's actually organize the troops a bit further. So I think you're going to be under the division here. And then field position for all of these, so you're going to be in rear echelon. And technically this one does have a little bit of things. Right, but you are going to be defensive. You are going to be on frontline attack. You are going to be on frontline attack. Probably should have done this before I brought them in here, but oh well. Too late now. Rear echelon, you need to be used for reinforcements. And then we got this one, so you are going to be defending. You are already used for replacements, but you do need to be in rear echelon. And is the headquarters is already in rear echelon, good. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, we got more orbital support. Pigeon cannot provide any support, Dolphin cannot support, but the Porcupines can, so let's give the infantry regiments a bit more firepower. So the Porcupine and Men-at-Arms are providing support for those two, and the Hornets are providing for these two. Technically that one could get something, but it's fine. Right, now I think it is time for... I'll leave the Congo in here just in case that if we have a massive amount of casualties, we can then just load up all the troops from there. Okay, here goes. 8-hour increment. Arrow range 100%. They have 21,000 infantry. Okay, let's have a look. How much did we destroy? Ooh. Okay, ground defense summary. We lost a massive amount of troops. Did we? Towed artillery. Ooh. Resupply infantry. That's a new one. Well, technically it's the old one, but that might be a different variation of it. Let's see. Element loss summary. Did we? Intelligence update. Armor strength of the alien crown in a Bella medium tank has been calculated at 40. I'm not entirely sure if we can penetrate that. Basic type of the Aaa tank has been identified as a medium vehicle. That's a lot of elements losses in here. Intelligence update. The weapons of the alien ground unit. Okay, one shot penetration is 72. Oh, okay, so they can penetrate the tanks that we have. That's not good. Mobile artillery. Medium vehicle. And, okay, support tank. Infantry support tank. Right. Penetration 18, so that's not necessarily a problem. Then it lost summary. Do we? Formation attack. Ground attack summary. 88 infantry, 14 heavy infantry, 9 anti-air teams, 9 anti-tank teams, 9 medium tanks, 6 resupply infantry, 3 construction vehicles, 2 resupply infantry, 1 Aconite anti-air tank, and 1 Acanthus infantry support tank. Okay, that's a little bit of losses for the enemy, but considering how much did we lose? Hundreds of footman squads, hundreds of knight squads, 200 heavy rapid fire squads, 200 pierce squads, 170 rapid fire squads, 46 firestorm chargers, 41 pierce chargers, 29 heavy rapid fire chargers, 18 heavy rapid fire punchers, 15 pierce punchers, 14 rapid fire chargers, 9 rapid fire punchers, 8 regiment headquarters, 5 halberd punchers, which is basically kind of a combination between anti-tank and anti-personnel, and then 2 supply vehicles and 2 fire direction squads. Well, that's not good. Okay, so, I mean, I know that we are attacking into a home world, which probably has a lot more than what we have attacking, so let's have a look. What is the current situation? So we had 110,000, we're down to 84,000. How much does this one have? You've been down quite a bit. Did this get used up? No, this is the one that is being used for reinforcement, right? Yep. That went down quite a bit. So did that one. So is there... Technically there is room for... Oh, wow. It's basically empty. Okay, we'll use that for reinforcements. I'm going to drag you over there. Going to try to reorganize this a little bit. So this one is still okay. This one lost a little bit, but not too badly. Could probably assign it there. And let's see, we've got Supply Regiment, which can be placed under the division headquarters. Probably even the brigade. Is there... There is enough room to get the brigade headquarters under that as well. And then this infantry, well, that's 5,000. 24, 18, so we could technically drag that over there. This is going to be used for reinforcements. Or replacements. Because there's a little bit of things in there. Okay, do you still have... You do have a fire direction squad. You have one... You do not. Do we have another infantry regiment, or... Oh, wow. I think we've already run through one of them. Oh, yeah, this has lost pretty much everything. Okay, well, that was terrible. Well, let's take another 8-hour increment, see if we can do any better. Estimated force, so it's still in the... over 20,000 infantry. A lot of anti-tank teams, anti-air teams, constructed vehicles, resupply, infantry headquarters, heavy infantry, medium tanks. Mechanized Regimen has been killed due to the destruction. Oh. Oh, right. Commander officer has been killed. Yeah, okay. Right, well, let's have a look here. Intelligence, so heavy infantry has been calculated as 15 armor. And hit point value as 10. It's fairly similar to what we have. So this update, heavy infantry has been updated or identified as infantry. That's a lot of element losses. Where's the attack? Okay, we destroyed 43 infantry, 9 anti-tank teams, 7 heavy infantry, 5 anti-air teams, 2 resupply infantry, 1 construction vehicle, and 1 resupply vehicle. So we didn't even destroy any of their tanks. And that's a problem. So how many tanks did they have again? Well, we can tell. 170 anti-air tanks, a lot of artillery, infantry support tank, mobile artillery, 250 tanks. Okay, that's bad. How is the situation over here now? We are down to 69, almost 70,000 total tonnage. You still got a decent bit in there. Which one of these is the... You're in pretty bad shape, so you'll be used for reinforcements. I mean, technically what I could do, I could pull back to the... Because I don't think I'll be able to get a breakthrough. I could set these up to be in the frontline defense. Now, to be fair, they will not be getting advantage of their mobility now. I think we just need to have a bit of a stronger defense here, actually. It's probably easier to do. Field position frontline defense only for subordinate units. There we go. And we'll supply regiments, which are using supplies relatively quickly. But yeah, this is bad. Let's have a look at the information that we have on their ground units. So the medium tank got 2 weapons. One is clearly anti-vehicle thingy, and the other one is anti-personnel. Now the 18 penetration, they have probably, yeah, they have a base penetration of 12, or base damage of the unit is 12. Actually, we have access to that now as well, since we got the railgun, well, 25cm railguns back in the day. Okay, so we know about that. What about the infantry support tank? We don't know about the armor value of this. It has some... Okay, so it has anti-personnel, or cruiser anti-personnel. I don't think it's the heavy variant. Although it might actually be. So let me pull that to the side and check real quick about the unit class design. So, heavy crude anti-personnel... It is heavy crude anti-personnel, isn't it? Because if we are looking, yeah, it does. Penetration 18, we got 18. It does 6 shots, 12 damage, so it's exactly this, that. Okay. Then we got Aaa Tanks, which sure, they'll probably do a little bit damage. So these are mostly medium vehicles as far as we can tell, because they got 2 weapons each. Except the towed artillery does not... Not entirely sure, it might be medium vehicle. And they got the mobile artillery, which is... Or might be light vehicle, rather. This is medium vehicle, clearly. AA teams, anti-tank teams, construction vehicles, then heavy infantry seems to be armed with... is that? Damage is just 12, penetration is 12. So it's personal weapon... Oh no, but it is 6 shots, so it is... Cruiser anti-personnel. And they got infantry, which is probably improved weaponry. Yep, improved personal weaponry. And they got a different type of resupply infantry, which we don't know about. I mean, just resupply infantry, I suppose. Okay. We do have access to the heavy vehicles, by the way, so we could start designing those. We haven't done any yet. We did get the heavy vehicle armor already, but I'm kind of waiting to get the heavy anti-vehicle, because the current penetration is 48 on the medium, and that's probably not enough against heavy vehicles. Although they have medium vehicles mostly, don't they? So for the medium vehicles, let's take a quick look again about the intel that we have about the tanks, because I'm pretty sure that we... Okay, so not the mobile, medium tank. Armor strength is 40, so we can actually penetrate that. Okay, so the medium anti-vehicle is actually sufficient then, but I wouldn't mind getting the bigger one. And we are researching that, but that's going to take some time still. Well, it's going to be done in June next year. We could probably speed that up, to be fair. The question is, where do we want to take the points? I suppose we don't need the turret tracking speed quite as quickly right now, so lower that to 5 and get another 5 on this one. So that's going to be done in March. At least it's a little bit faster. And then we can start designing the heavy vehicles, and those hopefully will be able to punch through the enemies. I mean, not only will they have enough armor so that the enemy... Oh, actually no, the tanks can still penetrate them. They got hundreds of tanks. This is going to be tricky. We're going to have to do a lot of redesigning of our ships. Do we have enough... Oh, how much do we have troops right now in total? 69. Okay, so let's take another 8-hour increment, just so that we can lower the amount of troops there enough on both sides, quite frankly. Okay, let's have a look at the losses. So we lost, again, hundreds and hundreds of troops. But I'm more interested about what did we destroy from them. There's a lot of element loss. Okay, ground attack, 35 infantry, 7 anti-air team, 2 resupply infantry, 1 construction vehicle, 1 anti-tank team, and 1 medium tank. Okay, well, at least we're destroying some of the infantry, but they have so much of it, so we really need to get some heavier vehicles. And that's not really a surprise, to be fair. You know what, is there... We don't necessarily need that one either, as quickly. I mean, the better engines, yes, we will want them soon enough. I'm going to lower that to 5 and add in the extra. So we are going to get that in January, so in January we're going to then start designing our new units, try to get them as quickly as possible, and hopefully that will help. And we can then design the infantry with powered armor and the knights with heavy armor, because I believe we got that unlocked as well. Let's have a quick look. Yes, we have heavy powered infantry armor, so that's going to give the, for example, the knights would have then 20 armor at least, which is enough so that the enemy infantry shouldn't be hitting through that. Now, to be fair, it will make the units very expensive, all in all. We could even get genetic enhancement to give extra hit points, but that's not necessarily going to be that much worth it, considering that it's going to increase the costs. Actually, how much? Yeah, it is an extra 50% on the cost, on the maintenance cost, that is. The build cost seems to be this... Oh, no, development cost goes up as well, but yeah, it's the maintenance cost that is starting to go up quite a bit. The extra hit points, well, technically it would let it be alive even after one hit from most of the infantry weapons and stuff like that. So that might be something to look into, but let's have a look. How much do we have troops here now, total? 45,000, okay. Congo, what you are going to do is you are going to load up ground troops, the division, all of it. It's probably going to take a long while. Let's see. Ooh. 3 days, okay, yeah, there's not going to be much of survivors left after this. What I could, of course, do is I could, instead of providing orbital support, remove last. Let's go for the combat. We should have plenty of supply points, at least, in the fleet still. We've got plenty in there. We'll use a little bit, but nothing too bad. So we can start doing some direct attack on the units there. Not entirely sure how effective this is going to be. Probably not very. But we'll do it anyway. Now, there's probably going to be some lateral damage as well. But we will see. Actually, we're going to assign these two over there as well now. Just making sure everyone has everything in there. Good. Fleet. Open fire. Combat summary. 1 unit destroyed. 1 installation destroyed. Okay, so we destroyed one of the Aaa Tanks. So we are actually out of time for this episode. I'll probably stick here and do orbital bombardment until we run out of supplies. And then we'll hopefully be able to get the troops out of there. The surviving troops anyway, and then we'll pull back, and probably next episode we'll try to do some reforming of the army and all that sort of stuff. That's probably going to be the next episode, and after that we'll see what happens, quite frankly. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.